welcome everyone for joining us tonight. Welcome to our musical theater trivia night. Our host tonight will be Mr. Walter Mays, who really needs no introduction. We will be doing musical theater trivia this evening. This is part of SBMT, South Bay Musical Theater's eStudio, which is our free online programming where we aim to entertain, enlighten, and educate you. Tonight is all about education, entertainment, and enlightenment. 3 for 1 with this show tonight. I encourage all of you, if you have not already, to join our Facebook group where you can find out about all future programming. Please also join our YouTube channel. If you can do that, you'll never miss a show, or if you do, you'll be able to find it there and be able to catch up on that. And lastly, if you are not a sustaining donor of our one of our sustaining donors, we ask that you please consider donating to South Bay Musical Theater. It allows us to keep programs like this free and sustains us until we can get back to doing the thing we do best, which is live theater. But what we do second best is give Walter a stage and let him shine. So with no further ado, Mr. Walter Mays, why don't you take it away, sir?
Well, here we go with the second time through with musical theater trivia. I want to assure everyone that was here last time that we took your comments and complaints seriously, and we have made a few adjustments, which I think you will enjoy and that will enhance the experience for everyone. If at the end of this evening you still think there is work to be done, you can certainly send Mr. Hirsch or myself an email and we will continue to revise, because we would like to do this every month until, you know, there's no need to do it anymore, and maybe we'll do it even then. The spirit of the evening, so that you all understand, is very much in the spirit of fun first and then hard-bitten trivia rules second. Yes, there are rules and we will follow the rules, but this is designed to be an enjoyable time for everyone. So that also means that were I in your place and being a contestant, I would probably log off after the first round, because I don't play games to have fun. I play games to win. If you are like me, you might not enjoy that aspect of this, and then I would encourage you just to sit back and be a watcher and see if this works for you. I do want to make sure, I want to be very, very clear about the rules for this evening.
Now for the official Spelling Bee rules. A speller may ask questions about the word's pronunciation or definition. Its use in a sentence. And its language of origin. If you start to spell a word, you may start over, but the sequences of letters already spoken may not be changed.
Walter.
Huh? What?
Those are not the rules.
I know, but they're so fun, I thought we would just include them again. Oh, fine. Okay. We are not doing the 25th annual Putnam County Spelling Bee. We are actually having a musical theater night, and here are the actual rules. Dave Davidson, turn off your microphone. All questions refer specifically to stage musicals unless otherwise stated. Please put your real names clearly on your Zoom screen. Households can play as one or separately for the first round, but after the first round, those rounds are for individuals only. So if your group advances, you will need to nominate a champion to represent all of you. Questions will only be read once before you are required to answer, so you need to pay attention. Please follow the instructions, and when you have the opportunity to turn your microphone on, do not shout out the answers. The host will always call on you when it is time to answer. Every question in our trivia is timed. The first round, the timing is 20 seconds from the last word of the question. The second, Dallas, did we do a 15-second one or just a 20 and a 10?
Just a 20 and a 10.
So the second round will also have 20 seconds. The third round will have 10, and the fourth round will have 10. And always the timer is from the last word of the clue. If you have technical issues, there is absolutely nothing we can do about them. Sorry. And the decision of the judges is final. Dallas, can you show us what the timer would look like? Is that possible?
Absolutely, Walter. And then it goes all the way down to 0.
Right, we're gonna call it the SBMT Foxtrot. So there you are, all right? So in round 1, which we lovingly call the Esther Selk, I only know musicals I've been in and then I forget all about them round, we want all of your microphones off and all of your video off. Every answer must be submitted in writing via the Google form that the link to is in your chat. If you are late and you don't turn everything in by the time we're supposed to be done, tough. Though now with the Google form, since you're not submitting the Google form until the last question of the round, you can sort of go back to number 3 if you remember what it was, and yeah, so have fun with that. Let's see, you don't care about that. If it's a multiple choice question, all you have to do is type the letter that I give you. If it is a true false question, all you have to type is true or false. And if I'm asking for a specific answer, please type the specific answer. If you make a mistake, for instance, spelling does not count, as long as the judges can tell what you mean, you're going to be fine. The staff is tallying the answers as they go. There, as you know, there'll be a timekeeper and time's up will be clearly announced. And households can play as one or separately for the first round. I'll say it again, the decision of the judges is final. And in round 1, there are 9 questions, 1 point for every correct answer, with a total possible points in the first round of 13. At the end of the first round, I will read all of the questions again and give you the correct answers while the results are being tallied. We'll do an elimination question if we wind up with fewer than 10 contestants in order to go on to the next round, but no more than 10 of you will participate in round 2. And now, question 1. True or false? George Gershwin never won a Tony Award. Kayvon, I'm going to expect choreography for these 20 seconds by the end of the evening. Thank you. Question number 2. Legendary choreographer Agnes DeMille, while known for her collaborations with Rodgers and Hammerstein, worked with many of the great creators of musical theater. Which Lerner and Loewe musical did she create the dances for? And time's up. Question number 3. 2-time Tony winner John Cullum made his Broadway musical debut in which iconic 1960s musical? Time's up. Question number 4. This one is multiple choice. Which one of these musicals did Mary Martin not star in on Broadway? A, One Touch of Nope, Dallas, no. A, One Touch of Venus. B, Hello, Dolly. C, Lute Song. D, Jenny. And the time is up. Question number 5. This is also multiple choice. All except one, the following performers worked as an understudy in a major Broadway musical and then had to step into the role with little notice, subsequently leading to their going on to much bigger things. Which one of these did not have this life-changing experience? A, Shirley MacLaine. B, Ted Neely. C, Diane Keaton. D, Sutton Foster. And time's up. The next 4 questions are going to be presented in video format by one of SBMT's beloved directors and choreographers, Leanne Payne. Here's question 6.
Though not an actual traditional dance, choreographer Jerome Robbins incorporated this dance into a wedding sequence based on a drunken man at a wedding he attended. Name the musical number and the show.
And I will listen very softly.
Walter, are we just getting the video? I mean, just getting the audio, or are we going to get the video as well?
Oh no, Mary, no music.
Is everyone able to see the video okay?
No,
And
I
time.
couldn't see it at all.
You could not see the video.
No, I heard it, but I couldn't see it.
The video never appeared as the main speaker.
Okay.
Does
So
that
some
make
people,
sense?
some people do not have their Zoom set so that it'll pop in. So Dallas, what you get to do is make a sound to make sure it stays as the main video. Are you able to do that?
I can definitely make noises.
And also, if people can put on speaker view, then it will bring who's ever talking into focus.
Yeah, put your
Yes.
Zoom,
I-
that way.
I had it on speaker view, but she never came up as the speaker.
Oh
Yeah.
dear, then maybe gallery view is the
If
way
you
to
do
go.
gallery view, it would just be Walter and I's, Walter on the top and my little black box right below him. And that'll show it, but I will also speak and try not to be distracting as we watch question number 6 again. If that's okay, Walter?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we designed this so that there would be no music, but you would just see Leanne doing the dance steps.
Though not an actual traditional dance, choreographer Jerome Robbins incorporated this dance into a wedding sequence based on a drunken man at a wedding he attended. Name the musical number and the show.
Look at her go. She's stepping. She's moving across the dance floor with such grace and poise. And she has lovely flooring. And the backdrop is quite delectable as well.
Well, Leanne has gone and built a dance studio in her garage, so this is
That she
quite
has.
wonderful.
That she has, so she can do these just for Walter. I'm sure that's why it's actually here. Dance studio just for Walter. So we
God
can
bless her.
all these wonderful things that are going on right now.
My favorite is watch her face on the last step.
Just look at this right here.
Okay. And time's up. So by now you've figured out that you're going to see Leanne read you the question and then illustrate the question with a dance step, but it's just her, no props, no costumes, and no music. Here's question 7.
Despite what this title may lead you to think, this is not a Thanksgiving number. Name the musical number and the show.
Let her dance around everywhere in this wonderful studio. This is just, I don't even know what's going on, but it is just something that is so wonderful. And there we go.
And time's up. Let's go on to question number 8.
When you have 2 of the greatest dancing stars of the day as your leading ladies, you better have a great final number. Bob Fosse did not let us down. Name the musical number and the show.
Oh, look at this. This is quite fabulous here. That is just something that is a little bit of beauty, if I do say so myself. As Kayvon knows, dancing is not one of my fortes, and I'm so jealous of this entire thing right now. Though, given the opportunity, you should take Kayvon's class if we're ever able to actually meet back in the studio again.
And time's up. And now our last question of the round and our 4th question from Leanne, question number 9.
Michael Bennett definitely made a statement about the life of a Broadway dancer, and nothing has ever been the same. Name the musical number and the show.
I hope this works. Hopefully everybody can see what's going on. Having the beautiful Leanne show us those dance moves. That is, yep, epic.
And time's up. Please submit your Google form. Google forms that are not submitted in the next 10 seconds will not be accepted. Please submit your Google form. And while you're doing that, I'm going to scroll in my document back up. And while the questions are being tallied, I will reread the questions and give you the correct answer. Dallas, do you have a way of knowing how many Google Forms you have submitted?
That we do, yes. We currently have, I mean, math is hard, but
it doesn't give you a total.
We have 14 currently.
14 is not enough. There's way more people playing. Come on, people, press that button, or I'm gonna hit the time thing. 5, 4.
We do have one person
3,
that submitted without a name.
2, 1. All right, Dallas, anything that you get after this doesn't count, okay? Anything you get after this doesn't count.
Got it.
All right, so question number 1 was true or false, George Gershwin never won a Tony Award. The answer is true. George Gershwin died before the Tonys were first awarded. If you got that right, you got 1 point. Question number 2, legendary choreographer Agnes DeMille, while known for her collaborations with Rodgers and Hammerstein, worked with a great many creators of the musical theater. Which Lerner and Loewe musical did she create the dances for? That would be Brigadoon. And if you got that correct, you got 1 point. Question number 3. Two-time Tony winner John Cullum made his Broadway musical debut, because it was not his Broadway debut, in which iconic 1960s musical? That would be Camelot. He played Sir Dinadan. 1 point. Question 4, multiple choice. Which of these musicals did Mary Martin not star in on Broadway? A, One Touch of Venus, B, Hello Dolly, C, Lute Song, and D, Jenny? The answer would be B, Hello Dolly. She toured in it, but she did not appear in it on Broadway. 1 point. Question 5 is also multiple choice. All except one, the following performers worked as an understudy in a major musical and then had to step into the role with little notice, subsequently leading to their going on to much bigger things. Who did not have this life-changing experience? A, Shirley MacLaine, B, Ted Neely, C, Diane Keaton, and D, Sutton Foster. The answer is C, Diane Keaton. She understudied Sheila in Hair, but she assumed the role the normal way when the person you were playing leaves the show and you move up to replace. 1 point for that. Leanne's dances, video number 1 was Leanne doing the bottle dance from Fiddler on the Roof. 1 point for the title of the number, 1 point for the show. Video number 2 of Leanne, question 7, was Leanne doing Turkey Lurkey Time from Promises, Promises. 1 point for the title of the number, 1 point for the name of the show. Video number 3, Leanne, question number 8, Leanne doing Hot Honey Rag from Chicago. 1 point for the show, 1 point for the title of the song. It's more effective when you see two dancers doing it in tandem. I thought it would be kind of disconcerting to see it done just one person at a time. And then the last question of the round, question 9, Leanne, question number 4, is One from a Chorus Line. 1 point for the title of the song, 1 point for the name of the show. How are we doing, Dallas? Or
would you accept nowadays for Hot Honey Rag?
I will not, because they are not the same number.
We have our 10 top contestants that made it on to the next round.
Did anyone get 13 points?
They did not.
Okay. I still need to make this first round easier. That's fascinating. I'm going to keep doing it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so who are the 10 that are moving on to the next round, Michael?
I'm putting them into alphabetical order. So let me just do that. Our 10 for the next round: Andy Jacobson, Barbara Reynolds, David Mister, Dina Jacobson, Elise Cook, Heather Kenyon, Justin Bukes, Mary Melnick, Michael Johnson, and O'Riskin.
Now, O'Riskin is the only person that is not known to me. Otherwise, I was going to say, wow, I'd like to do a show with all those people. That's great. Who is O'Riskin? That's great. Show yourself, O'Riskin. You're a big orange wall. Oh, hello, O'Riskins. So are you the kid from last time? No, there was a kid last time who did really well the first round, and I was like really happy. All right, so what's going to happen now is that there's going to be a little bit of intermission, and Michael has some announcements to make, and then we will start the second round.
Real quick, that we have coming up on oh, thank you, Dallas.
He
was going to give me only a little bit of time to quickly and Dallas, while I'm making my announcements, please double check round 1 and make sure I have the proper 10 for round 2, if you wouldn't mind just taking a quick check.
Absolutely.
So we have coming up on September 4th at 8:00 p.m. Pacific, SBMT presents a Readers Theater Almost Maine. This production is free, and it is an online performance directed by Nicole Tung. And again, it is one of those that is made possible by us, our sustaining donors. So please consider giving. If you're not familiar with Almost Maine, we did a reading of it a month or two ago in one of our Readers Theater groups. Love the show, so please, please, please join us for that. On September 12th at 10 o'clock a.m., we will have our tap dance workshop. So whether you are new to tap dancing or you've been doing it all your life, keep creating, keep contributing, keep performing. We'd love to have you do that. So please, please, please sign up for our tap dance group. Again, we survive by your donations. So if you can, please consider becoming a sustaining member. That'll keep us going until we can perform live again. So I put the link in the chat so that you can see. I also put the link on how to sign up to attend Almost Maine. And really, it will just send you an email reminder so you remember to come see it. Okay, Dallas, do we have our 10 folks for round 2? Was there any change or are we good?
You are good.
Excellent. Thank you so much. And Walter, take it away.
Unmute. I have unmuted myself and here I am. So we are beginning round 2, which is the Diane Milo, that is one of my favorite musicals round. As you know, there are 10 of you. If you are not one of the 10 that is playing the next round, please turn your video off and turn your microphone off. If you are one of the 10, keep that microphone off, but turn your video on. Those of you who are not playing can use the chat function now and you won't get in the way of anybody who needed to find the Google form, so everything's fine. I need to remind you again that the decisions of the judges are final. In this round, there will be 8 questions, and there are 26 possible points in this round. We're going to use the raise hand function. Michael, would you lead the demonstration, please?
Sure, if everyone would please find out, everyone has different devices, and we have found that the raise hand is in different places on different people's devices. So you can find it usually in the participants area. So if you make sure participants and chat is open, you'll see there's a raise hand there. Some of you might find it under the more link at the bottom. So please take a moment and look around and find the raise hand. And I see people are already finding it and they're clicking it and it appears to be working correctly. Is anyone not able to find the raise hand? Excellent. Walter, I believe we have it. If you want to do a quick 1, 2, 3, we can all see if we can do it together. So when Walter counts to 3.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Raise your hands.
Perfect.
It worked. Thank you all. Thank you all. This will mean that the hand that I see first is the one that I'm going to respond to. And I have a little list of all the participants, and that's the one I will respond to. If you interrupt a clue, if you are one of those really annoying people who thinks you know the answer to something before I've finished reading the whole clue, I'm just going to stop reading when I see your hand, and you will then have to answer based on what I have read thus far. There will be a timekeeper, and a time's up will be clearly announced after 20 seconds in this round. I said 20. I'm giving you 20, which is more than you deserve, but I'm giving it to you. And remember, after speaking, please remember to remute after your question is announced. And if you forget, we're going to be looking and someone will remute for you. If you answer incorrectly, whether you ring in at the proper time or whether you ring in early, the host will finish reading the clue if necessary, and then another player may signal and try. The host will always say the name of the player with the correct answer and the points received at the end of each question. That's 1 point for Sarah, and a running tally is being done by the staff. Here is question 1. Rodgers and Hammerstein were arguably the greatest composer-lyricist pair to grace the American theater. Hammerstein died 9 months after the opening of The Sound of Music. What is said to be the last song for which he wrote lyrics? Barbara Reynolds,
Edelweiss.
That is correct. 1 point for Barbara Reynolds. Mute your microphone, hands down. Question number 2. This is one of those where there are multiple parts, so you're going to get to ring in for one and answer it, and then I'll let you ring in again, somebody else. It's not going to be like Mike Rohn last time where he answers all 18 things and he gets so many points nobody can catch it. So sorry you're not here, Rohn. This would be fun. Question 2. After Hammerstein's death, Richard Rodgers continued to write musicals. Who wrote the lyrics for them? Oh, Riskin, I need the lyricist, and if you can, the name of the show for which they wrote the lyrics.
Hart for the lyricist.
Say it again.
Hart.
That is incorrect because I'm talking after Hammerstein's death. You may ring in again. Dina Jacobson.
Stephen Sondheim.
1 point.
And God, the show. It's killing me. Dear World.
Incorrect. Who would like to raise their hand? Elise Cook.
Do I Hear a Waltz?
1 point for Elise Cook. Everybody's hands down, microphones off. And another one, somebody ring in. Who else wrote lyrics? Heather Kenyon.
He wrote his own lyrics for No Strings.
2 points for Heather Kenyon. Microphone off. Who would like to raise a hand for others? There are 2 more lyricists and 3 more shows. And I'm calling it. The other lyricists are Martin Charnin for 2 by 2 and I Remember Mama, and Sheldon Harnick for Rex. Question number 3. This is a video of our beloved former board president, Jay Steele. He's still alive. He's still on the board. He's just not the president anymore.
Oh, hi there. In West Side Story, there are 2 gangs, the Jets and the Sharks, led by Bernardo and Riff, respectively. Name 4 other gang members of either gang. Good luck.
Heather Kenyon.
Tony?
Correct.
Anybody's?
Correct.
Chino?
Correct.
And can I say girls?
No.
Okay. I can't, no.
3 points for Heather. Who'd like to take the next shot? David Mister.
Action.
Action, correct. The others are Arab, Baby John, Big Deal, Diesel, Guitar, Mouthpiece, Snowboy, and Tiger for the Jets, and Anxious, Indio, Juano, Luis, Moose, Nibbles, Pepe, and Toro for the Sharks. I guess you had to have done the show. Okay, question 4. These are the only 2 shows ever to have tied for the Best Musical Tony Award. Elise Cook.
Fiorello and Sound of Music?
You are correct. 2 points for Elise Cook. Question 5. Please listen carefully to this sequence of Broadway musicals. Oklahoma, My Fair Lady, Hello Dolly, Fiddler on the Roof, A Chorus Line, Cats, and The Phantom of the Opera. What superlative distinction do they share? That would be Barbara Reynolds.
Longest running to supplant each other?
That's correct. At one time, each of these shows held the record for the longest running musical on Broadway. Hands down, microphones off. Question number 6. But wait, I left one out. Which one did I leave out? Heather Kenyon.
Grease?
Grease, which fits in between Fiddler and a chorus line. 1 point for Heather. Hands down, microphones off. Question number 7. Merle Louise made her Broadway debut as Thelma in Gypsy and then went on to originate 6 roles in 3 other Sondheim shows. Give me a show and a role, 1 point each. Michael Johnson. Turn your mic on, I can't hear you.
The one I can think of maybe is Jack's Mother in Into the Woods.
That is correct. 2 points for Michael Johnson. Anybody else? Dina Jacobson. Dina, I can't hear you.
The show is Follies.
And that is incorrect.
Oh, goodbye.
Goodbye. So I've still got, okay, that would be Elise Cook.
The mother in Sunday in the Park with George.
Incorrect. Andy Jacobson. Turn your mic on, Andy. Microphone, Andy.
Merrily we roll along. Mary?
Incorrect. Incorrect. Elise, are you raising it again? You want to try again?
Can I try again?
Glutton for punishment. Go ahead.
The beggar woman in Sweeney Todd.
Correct. 2 points for Elise. So the clue that you should have gotten, that should have gotten you through, was that she originated 6 roles in 3 shows. There are only I think there's only one Sondheim show that has serious doubling in any of the main roles. All right, so I'll give it to you. She also originated the role of Susan in Company. And in addition to playing the grandmother in Into the Woods, she also was the voice of the giant and Cinderella's mother. I know, they're little minor roles and nobody ever thinks about them, but it made for a nice paycheck for Merle Louise. So there we are. And that brings us to the end of the second round. Only 4 finishers are going to go on to round 3. Do we know who they are, Michael Hirsch?
We do. Please keep your video on. And if we do not call your name, please turn your video off. Heather Kenyon, Elise Cook, Barbara Reynolds, Michael Johnson.
And there we are. The rest of you, thank you. And now it is time for the second intermission. What do you got for us, Hirsch?
Oh, for this one, I think we're just going to say, please give us money. You can do it after the show. Just enjoy the rest of this show.
Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the lobby and get something to drink.
So now we're going to go on to round 3, which is an actual new innovation. This is an interstitial round between the second round and the 4th round, the final round. This round has a new name. It is the Dan Singletary, if you'd gotten it right the first time, we wouldn't need to spend time on it now round. And I've got a good hearty laugh out of Michael Johnson. Good. If you would turn on your audio and your video for this round. I want your audio on and your video, and I can see all 4 of you, so that's gorgeous. So the contestants for this round need to make their own distinct buzz-in sound, and you have to use that buzz-in sound and be recognized before answering. So I would like to hear now what your unique buzz-in sound will be. Barbara Reynolds.
Hey!
Heather Kenyon. Beep. A little louder.
Beep.
There you go. Michael Johnson. Elise Cook. Oh dear God. Okay, they are definitely distinct, and I thank you. So remember that you must buzz in before and you must buzz in and be recognized before answering. Shouting out the answer will cause points to be deducted, because if you are incorrect, the host will say sorry and you lose the point. And then another contestant gets to finish the question by buzzing in when the host says anyone else. Only 10 seconds to answer questions in this round, and as always, the decisions of the judges are final. There are 9 questions and 21 possible points. Question.
Jesus.
You could do it, Michael Johnson.
Sorry, I forgot the microphone.
The microphone is on, Michael Johnson. We will hear all of your clever little remarks, okay? Question 1, please complete the lyric. "'Tis sweet with the meat of a lychee nut, combined with a kumquat rind, the kind of confection to drive a man out of his..." Elise Cook.
Mesopotamian mind.
1 point for Elise Cook, giving us the lyric to, well, let's see. Does anyone know what song and musical that lyric is from? Elise Cook.
It's from Kismet.
And the song is?
Rahaplakum.
2 more points for Elise Cook. Our third question comes from our own executive director, Sarah K. Dean.
Your question is, which song in which musical features the lyric, "Disinfect terrazzo on their bathroom floors"?
Michael Johnson.
That's Downtown from Little Shop of Horrors.
In the musical, Downtown is in paren. What is the title of the song?
Oh. Well, let me go get his score and I can.
Please don't.
I noticed Downtown.
Okay, so 1 point for Michael Johnson. Who would like to give us the actual title of the song? Heather Kenyon.
Maybe, is it Skid Row?
Skid Row is correct. 1 point for Heather Kenyon. Yeah, it's Skid Row, paren, Downtown. Okay. Question number 4. Oh, you're... This isn't as hard as it sounds. Actually, I think it's question 5 is the hard one. Anyway, question 4. Danny Kaye became a star with his show-stopping performance of what song in what musical? Elise Cook.
Tchaikovsky.
In what musical?
I don't know. It'll come Lady in the Dark.
Correct. 2 points for Elise Cook. This is the part that sounds hard, but really isn't if you think about it. Not counting Tchaikovsky, name any 3 of the 50 Russian composers Danny Kaye rattled off in less than a minute in that song. Elise Cook.
Rimsky-Korsakov.
Correct.
Borodin.
Correct.
And Shostakovich.
Correct. Very good. 3 more points for Elise Cook. Question number 6. What do these 4 shows have in common with each other? Into the Woods, Camelot, The Golden Apple, and Wicked. Michael Johnson.
They all have witch characters.
They do indeed. 1 point for Michael Johnson. Which main characters? Yeah, Michael Johnson. Okay.
Do I get extra points for naming them?
No. Okay. Question number 7. Jonathan Larson was the second person to receive the Tony Award posthumously. Who was the first?
Beep, beep.
Heather Kenyon.
Gower Champion?
Incorrect. -1 point for Heather Kenyon. It's really one of the most ludicrous awards ever given in Tony history. And time's up. T.S. Eliot for his lyrics to Cats. Question 8. What language does speak in the cell block tango? Michael Johnson.
Hungarian.
1 point for Michael Johnson. Can anyone tell me that Hungarian character's name? Barbara Reynolds.
The Hunyak?
Hunyak, 1 point for Barbara Reynolds. Question 9. You each get to ring in and name one of them until we have to keep repeating. Who gets picked in a chorus line? Michael Johnson.
Cassie.
1 point. Who would like to try again?
Hey.
Barbara Reynolds.
Mike.
Correct. Next.
Beep.
Was that Heather Kenyon?
Val?
Correct. Anyone else?
Beep.
Heather?
I think Morales?
Deanna, sorry, correct. 1 point for Heather Kenyon. There's 4 more. Johnson.
Richie.
Richie is correct. 3 more.
Hey.
Barbara.
Sheila.
Incorrect. No way in hell is Sheila getting on that line. -1 point for Barbara. And 5 more seconds. And we're done. The other remaining ones are Bobby, Judy Turner, and Mark. All right. How did we do in this round? Who are the 2 people who are going on to the final round, Michael Hirsch?
It looks like Elise Cook and Michael Johnson will be our 2 contestants for round 4. And on side note, Michael Johnson is returning from coming in second place last time we did this. So congratulations.
Make you always a bridesmaid.
Always well, no, you're right there in the final round with the rest of them. Do you have any announcements? Always bridesmaid. Do you have any announcements for us, Mr. Hirsch?
Nope, just a good luck to both of them.
Good luck to both of you. Now, this is round 4. The Microne, the original cast recording is good, but I prefer the revival recording because it is more complete round. All right. Again, in this round, you turn your audio and your video on, and everything in this round is pass or play. That is because each question is harder than the one before. So you can be making some strategy here. Michael, I need to know who has more points, Elise or Michael Johnson?
It looks like Elise was out in front.
All right, so Elise will go first by virtue of having the higher score. The question will go to Elise, and she may choose to pass or to play before I say what the question is.
Oh.
You may not pass or play once the question has been read.
And they're easier earlier on?
It gets harder as we go. Okay? I also want you to know that you cannot score points by your opponent losing. Okay? What's going to happen is if you pass, it goes to Michael. If Michael can answer, Michael gets a point. If Michael can't answer, we go on to the next round. And the choice always lies with the last correct answerer. Okay? This could be literally you guys just passing. It's fine if that's what it is. I don't care, but it should be fun. There will be a timekeeper. Definitely, Dallas, we want the 10-second clock going on this one. As always, the decision of the judges are final. This one, 10 questions, 10 points. Question 1. I will give you the members of the original company. You give me the name of the show. You may ring in at any time, but you will lose points for an incorrect answer and give your opponent a clear shot. Number 1, Jill O'Hara, Bernadette Peters, and Joel Grey. Time's up. Nobody wanted it?
Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm sorry. I thought she had to go first.
I'm sorry. Elise, did you have an answer?
Yeah, George M.
George M is correct. 1 point for Elise.
Okay,
Elise,
so I'm sorry. So I thought I had to say play or pass before you read the question.
you have to answer. You have to answer the first one. Now it's pass or play from you on. Here we go.
Oh.
Pass or play, Elise. Question 2.
Okay, we're going to play.
Elise is going to play, and question 2, same deal, except here is SBMT board president and all-around nice guy, Michael Hirsch, with the next question.
Name the musical with the following actors in the original company: Donna McKechnie, Bjork Lee, Marion Mercer, and Jerry Orbach.
You have 10 seconds, Elise.
Promises?
You are correct. Pass or play, Elise?
Play.
Question 3. All right, here's another cast list. It's not all going to be cast lists. I'm going to change up midway. You'll see. Here's another cast list. The Nicholas brothers, Fayard and Harold, Juanita Hall, and Pearl Bailey. Time's up. Michael Johnson, do you want this one?
Sure.
Go ahead.
Wow, we're stabbing in the dark here, but I'm going to say the all-black version of Hello, Dolly.
Incorrect. The correct answer is St. Louis Woman. Minus 1 point for Michael Johnson. All right, question number 4. Elise, pass or play?
We're going to pass this one.
Michael Johnson, do you want the question? Actually, you have to take it. Sorry, if she passes, you have to take it. Question number 4. Jonathan Freeman, Eddie Corbich, Sherry Renee Scott.
Let's go with, wow.
Time's up. Give me an answer.
Yes, Dirty Rotten Scoundrel.
Incorrect. The correct answer is The Little Mermaid.
Oh,
minus 1 for Michael Johnson. Elise, pass or play?
We're going to pass.
Michael Johnson, this one is for you. Question number 5. Helen Gallagher, Ruth Buzzy, John McMartin, Thelma Oliver.
That I'm pretty sure is, oh crap.
You know that one.
Nanette.
Say it again.
No, Nanette.
Sorry, that is incorrect. You want to take a stab at it, Elise?
That was actually going to be my guess.
The answer is Sweet Charity.
Wow.
Sorry. All right. Now we're going to sort of invert this, and it's still going to go to Elise. I'm going to give you a list of shows they've appeared in. All of these are original productions, opening night credits, and you give me the actor.
Okay, we'll play.
If I give you less than 3, it's because that's all they've done in the terms of musicals.
All right.
Question number 6. Promises, Promises, and 1776.
Ken Howard.
Time's up, Elise. You have a guess?
It's not Ken Howard. Sorry.
It is Ken Howard. You are
Oh, Ken
correct. It is Ken Howard. He played the brother who beats up what's his face at the end. Yeah, in Promises.
I thought
All right.
it was Seesaw though.
He replaced in Seesaw. He did not open that show. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so here we go. Question number 7. Elise, pass or play?
Play.
The shows are Irene, Oklahoma, Shinbone Alley, and So Long 174th Street. Elise?
I do not know.
Michael Johnson, do you want to take a stab at it? No.
No.
The performer is George S. Irving. What he sings in So Long 174th Street is the Butler's Song, which is one of the funniest songs ever created. All right, fine. Question number 8. It just gets harder. Pass or play, Elise?
I'm passing.
Passing. Michael Johnson, you have to take this one. Of Thee I Sing, Louisiana Purchase, Anything Goes, and Leave It to Me.
Let's go with Howard Da Silva.
That would be nice, but no, it's Victor Moore is who that one was.
Oh, same character type.
Same guy. Yeah, exactly. Question number 9, Elise. Pass or play?
Pass.
All right, Johnson. The King and I, Where's Charlie, and Kismet.
No idea.
We'll just let the music go out. Elise, want to take a guess?
I actually do not know.
Okay, so it's -1 for Michael Johnson, and the correct answer is Doretta Morrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah. And we're down to the last one. And this last one is in here because I was sure either Brad or Roan would be back, and neither of them are back, and I almost want to save it. Okay, question number 10. Elise, pass or play?
I'm going to pass.
All right, Johnson. The shows are Hazel Flag, By Jupiter, and the 1966 revival of Annie Get Your Gun.
Oh, what the heck? Reba McEntire.
No. Ethel Merman's best friend, Benet Venuta. She's always one of my favorite answers in musical theater trivia because she also replaced Ethel as Reno Sweeney on Broadway in 1935 or whatever it was. All right, we've hit the end. What's our score, Michael Johnson? Michael Hirsch.
Well, Michael Johnson had a bit of a rough round with some of these, so he actually came in at, I believe, -6 points. And Elise Cook was able to stay positive with a massive 2 points.
Yes.
Taking the musical theater trivia night. Well done. Well done.
Congratulations to all the players.
And we have a lovely gift for you tonight, Elise, and it is not a mask. Though, thank you very much. We'll probably send you a nice deck of SBMT playing cards.
Hey, I never got my mask from last time either.
What?
Well, now you have 2.
Well, it's a good thing, Michael, because we have better ones now.
Oh, yay. Hi, Sarah.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow, that was hard.
Well, I don't think that anybody who gets to the last round shouldn't be like shamed with their lack of knowledge. So I just think that's how it is. I just keep hoping that because I get all these friends that keep saying, oh, you're doing musical theater trivia, and they're serious musical theater queens, and I figure they'll show up, but they never show up. So I don't know.
Because they're musical theater queens.
Right, exactly. They're completely unreliable.
7:30? Oh.
Walter, I just want to thank you for the Kismet questions.
Good.
That was one of those records that was with us wherever we moved, and it was like there was all these skips and places in the store where it just went back and forth with the needle. And so we don't like know how many drum rolls that happened because they just kept going and going and going.
Yeah, I grew up with a lot of musicals on 45s as a kid, and my brother and I Not Since Nineveh. My brother and I loved the 45 that had Not Since Nineveh on it, and we just played it over and over again. Likewise, with the King and I, we played the 45 that had the March of the Siamese Children. I don't know what else happened in that show. I only know the March of the Siamese Children. That's it. And we would just march around the house. So.
Well, it's very funny when I listen to Kismet today. There's some other shows too, but Kismet in particular, we all learned where those skips and those repeats happen, and it's really hard to listen to the show without them.
Yeah, I grew up on Chorus Line on an 8-track, and to this day, I know exactly, like, here is what it said, click. This man is nothing. To this day, it's, even when I hear it or even play it, I'm like, click.
The kids today are deprived of this.
Well, they don't get to read liner notes, which I think is just a crime. What is that, Michael? What toy did you get in the mail today?
It's supposedly a holder for my iPad next to the bed, but it's like an industrial version and it weighs like 2 pounds.
Nice.
Great.
Oh God. No, it's so funny. The musicals that were in the house we had growing up outside of Washington D.C. There was an actual classical radio station